Some stories chill the soul, not because they're fiction, but because they're true. This is one of them. A terrifying mystery buried in the snow-covered wilderness of Russia's Ural Mountains. 9 experienced hikers went into the icy forest and were never seen alive again. In January 1959, 10 Soviet hikers, most of them students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, set out on a skiing expedition into the mountains of Sverdlovsk Oblast. Led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, their goal was to reach Mount Otwarten, a remote and dangerous destination. But only 9 would make it to the base of the pass. One hiker, Yuri Yudin, turned back due to illness. He would be the only survivor. On February 1st, the group set up camp on the slope of Kholat Syakhl, translated by locals as Mountain of the Dead. They pitched their tent in the open rather than descend into the nearby forest. No one knows why. That night, something went horribly wrong. Weeks later, after the hikers failed to return, a search party was sent. What they found was horrifying. The tent had been cut open from the inside. It looked as if the hikers had fled in terror, some barefoot, into the freezing night. Their bodies were found scattered across the mountain, some frozen in poses of desperation, others with brutal, inexplicable injuries. 2 bodies were found near the edge of the forest, in their underwear, huddled beside a burned tree. 3 more were found between the camp and forest, as if they'd tried to return. The final 4 were discovered months later, partially buried in snow, with crushed ribs, missing eyes, and one with her tongue ripped out. Yet, no external wounds, no sign of struggle, only raw, silent terror. Snow-covered forest clearing with partially buried human bodies, pale skin, frozen expressions of fear, broken branches nearby, snow stained with traces of blood, burned tree stump in background, forensic investigation in progress, muted color palette. Investigators were baffled. Some bodies showed high levels of radiation. The hikers' skin had turned an unnatural orange hue. Their hair had turned gray. Officially, the Soviet Union called it a result of a compelling natural force. But whispers told another story. Military tests, secret weapons, or even UFO activity. 1950s autopsy room with Soviet doctors in white coats examining frozen bodies. Geiger counter clicking. Eerie green glow. Walls lined with charts and X-rays. Black and white photo style. One doctor visibly disturbed. Local Munzi tribe warned of cursed spirits in the mountains. Legends supported golden orbs in the sky and ghostly figures roaming the ridges. On the same night the hikers died, nearby villagers reported strange lights in the sky, silent, glowing, hovering. Some believed the hikers encountered something not of this world and ran in blind panic. Local Munsi tribes warned of cursed spirits in the mountains. Legends spoke of golden orbs in the sky and ghostly figures roaming the ridges. On the same night the hikers died, nearby villagers reported strange lights in the sky, silent, glowing, hovering. Some believe the hikers encountered something not of this world and ran in blind panic. To this day, no one knows what really happened at Dyatlov Pass. Theories range from avalanches to infrasound to government cover-ups. But none fully explain the terror, the radiation, or the bizarre injuries. One thing is certain. Whatever the hikers saw that night, it was powerful enough to make 9 experienced adventurers flee into a minus 30 degrees Celsius blizzard, half naked, in the dark, to their deaths. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century, and in the frozen silence of the Ural Mountains, the truth is still out there, waiting.